Hi, I'm here today with Jenny Scudder from the Student Success Center. We're here to talk about dreams and goals and what students can do to achieve them and how important they are. Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm well. Thank you for having me.
Good, good. Okay, so we're just going to get right into the questions.
Okay.
How important is it for students to have a dream?
I think that students definitely have to have a dream because that dream will offer them both extrinsic and intrinsic motivation, even when they're in a rut, when they're stuck, or if they're in a class that they're wondering, why am I in this class? Attach it to that dream. Okay, how could this class help that dream? And that can give you the extrinsic motivation. But then just in day-to-day life, to have a dream gives you internal motivation, that intrinsic motivation to always do your best, and to think, how will this benefit not just myself but others? So I think dreams are very, very important.
Okay. And what can they do to ensure that they're achieving their dreams?
There's a saying, a dream is a goal without a deadline, or something like that. So to get to your dreams, you have to set a goal. And you need to maybe break it down into smaller steps. A dream is a big thing. A dream can be anything. A dream can be this giant possibility. And if you set goals, small, medium, large, to attain it, then you can reach it. But you have to figure out, all right, that's my dream. How do I go about making that happen? So I think a big part of that is goal setting.
Okay. And what happens if they face a challenge? What can they do, and should they just stop?
No, don't stop. Don't stop. Never stop. If there's a challenge, when you hit that wall, when you say, oh, this is harder than what I can handle, that's time to just turn to the more knowledgeable other. And that could be a professor, a fellow student, it could be a tutor, it could be a mentor, your advisor. And that's when you say to them, all right, I'm stuck. I don't know where to go, or this is harder than I thought, or I can't get into the space I need, whatever the challenge might be, and turn to them. They've most likely, your advisor, your mentor, they've done that already, or they've done something similar, and they can help you look at it from different perspectives. They could help you figure out, all right, you can't quite do it that way. Maybe you could work around and do it this way. But it's definitely not a reason to quit or give up on it. You might have to reassess and reshape it.
Exactly.
You know, oh, okay, I can't really do all of that, but I could still do this. You know, maybe you shape it, modify it.
Okay. And then with your experience, what kind of challenges have students come to you and said that they've faced in the past?
I think the number one challenge for students, and I think this is true of all students, time management. It's a difficult skill to acquire, and being realistic in how much time you need. Oh, I can get that paper done in 5 hours. It'll be perfect. Probably not. You need more time to refine whatever you're working on. So I think until you get the hang of that, that's the time to turn to that mentor, that advisor, and say, how much time do I really need to plan out for this? And you can't do it all in one day. You need to do it over time, over a course of days or weeks. And that requires thinking in advance. So I think that's what students struggle with, is they'll get the really great idea just a little too late or a little too close to the deadline. So time management and thinking ahead are two things that they come in with a lot. That, oops, I didn't do that. How can I quickly fix it?
Yeah, that's definitely happened to me.
It happens to me.
Yeah. And how does the Student Success Center help students to achieve their goals and their dreams?
I think what we do over at the Student Success Center, we really strive, our mission is to help students become independent learners. And I'm a lifelong learner. I will learn for the rest of my life. Life gets boring if you're not doing that. We try to instill in the students that idea of always learning. And what we do is very much rooted in their classes, but they're learning from these tutors. We have about 100 peer tutors on staff, and they learn from them how to navigate the class. They learn time management from them, and it's a facilitative approach. So it's not that the tutor does it for you. They help you figure out how to do it in a way that works best for you, because how you're going to learn something is not how I'm going to learn something. And so the tutors are trained to offer different ways of helping a student succeed in their classes. And how that's helping them reach their goal is they have to pass their classes. They have to not just pass them. I mean, obviously everyone would like a good grade, but we really do take the angle of what are you learning? What connections are you making? And because that's what you walk away from the class with. The GPA is great, but eventually the GPA won't be needed anymore. So what did you learn that you take with you? And that's really what we try to focus on.
Okay. And then what exactly is your job at the Student Success Center? Just tell us a little bit about that.
I'm assistant director of the Student Success Center. On paper, my job is, the bulk of my job is managing the writing lab, and I hire and supervise and train the student writing tutors. But I also work with the 4 other programs: supplemental instruction, tutoring services, RAP, and REACH. And I also have a little bit of a techie streak in me, so I do a lot of the support for our tutor track and different things that we use. And name it, everyone jumps in and does what they need to. Trainings, working with the students. That's one of my favorite parts, because I started as a grad assistant in what was the writing lab back in the day. Started there as a grad assistant, and then, now I'm where I am now. So,
okay.
A little progression up the ladder.
Yeah. And then, do you still have dreams and goals that you set for yourself?
Absolutely, absolutely. I have dreams for myself professionally within the Student Success Center, within the writing lab, but then I have dreams for my family, for my sons, and then I have dreams for me. And I think you need to keep dreams going, so that, when you are sitting in traffic on your commute to work, okay, this is good. There's a reason, I think they give you an energy. They give you a spirit of something that you're always working toward.
Okay. And then how can someone stay motivated? Because I know that's a big issue.
Motivation, yes, time management, motivation. Those are the two things to keep going. I think with motivation, I think actually having the dream is a really big motivator, because it helps you as you're going through maybe the day-to-day work, or if you're doing, whether it be classwork or work at your job that's sort of tedious, okay, I gotta get this done. It's not very glamorous. It's, filling out forms or filling in a chart or something. The dream, whatever that dream might be, it could be a small one, it could be a big one, keeps you motivated to keep going.
Okay. And then once they, like I've asked you before, once they reach their dreams, should someone ever really stop there once they've reached it?
They could, I suppose. I wouldn't. I think once you achieve your dream, then you build off of that. And you say, okay, wow, I did that. I came up with the dream. I set the goals. I navigated my way through it. What can I do now? What's next? And I think if you stop, I suppose you can, but there's so much to keep learning, and there's so much in life. Why not keep finding new things to explore, new dreams to aspire to?
Exactly. And like you said earlier, everyone's always learning.
Absolutely.
So it's good to set new goals and new
Absolutely.
dreams.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
really
having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I'm Vanessa Maldonado.